Generic greetings and welcome to a very wintry Banished. Today's beverage is a very nice and warming rooibos or redbush tea. So welcome back to the game. In the previous episode we came back to this title after almost a decade of not playing it in any serious form and started the Generi town settlement, which has housing, it has storage barn, stockpile, a schoolhouse, which going with the education very early on, we've got a woodcutter, we've got a fishing dock, a recently built orchard which is going to take quite a while to start generating cherries, but we might as well start now. And also we've got this nice rural sort of couple of cabins here where we've got a gatherer's hut and a hunting cabin to bring in things like leather and venison, and we've got mushrooms and onions and berries and roots, and between those two you could probably survive without anything else really. Either way, in this episode, cracking on with more building. We do have only one builder, but I'm going to mainly build across here, get in some sort of forester and work from there. So let's see how we get on. So over to the roads and bridges, and indeed to the wooden bridge, and the wooden bridge is going to come from here across to there, which will be fine. Obviously want to put in the road for that, which is going to go there, and well, I'll wait for the other side to be completed, which is going to also knock the speed up to ×5, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. I think we're producing more food than we need, but that's actually, I don't think that's a problem realistically, because food, if I recall correctly, doesn't go off. It just sits there in your storage, so we may have to build another storage, but that's not entirely a problem. In fact, can we place a storage in here? It looks to be about the right size, and indeed, yes, we can place another storage bin there if we were so inclined. So that's probably what we'll end up doing, but anyway, we'll see how we crack on with things. You can see all of the foundations going in for the lovely bridge here, and it's almost completed. Looking at that, it's up to 74% completed. All of the logs have been moved over, all of the stone has been moved over. It's just the physical effort now of building this thing. Looks like we've got a child named is that Clarence? No, Carence was born. One of the things of running this game in, well, as of time recording 2023, is that I've got this running at essentially 2K, but I had to scale up the UI, because otherwise, well, I might as well just, you might as well see. Hang on, options, where is it? It is user interface scale. That is the default scale, and, well, I don't know, it looks very sharp, but on a YouTube thing, that's probably a bit small. Let's go back and put it to what we had here. Okay, the game is simply refusing to do so now. There we go. Alright, so that is all fine. We've got Silverstein, I think, has become a student. We now have 4 students, and it is also late winter. Oh, there's that bridge. That's a nice bridge. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll build a road, and the road is going to go from here, and it's just going to go into the middle. I think about there is sufficient, and for this we are then going to place a forester, which is going to go in there. There we go, and that's a forester in there. Now we should point out that that almost certainly won't be staffed by anyone, because we're sort of out. I may have to reduce the amount of food we're producing, which seems like a horrible thing to say. Why? What, really? Actually, would it be best to just reduce the amount of people that work on the orchard, because they're basically just tending to it at this stage? Probably. It says the supply of logs is low. We're going to have to once again get the axe out and harvest some trees around this area, and indeed around this area. Sadly, we've got all these deer here, and we're just destroying their habitat. I think wood is one of those things that you just often run out of, which is why some of the most subscribed to mods are more stone, more wood, and more storage. I think that's the case anyway. Might as well chop a little bit of wood on this side as well, because I don't think the forest is gonna reach that. No. So we could chop these little bits here if we wanted to. Very rainy day here. Oh, we're up to 3,000 food. So what shall we reduce? Maybe a gatherer? Yeah, because I do want, as a priority, to get the forester working. have the forester working, then one would think we're going to get a decent amount of wood. We're actually out of wood now. Harvest trees. Just harvest... Ah, we can harvest one tree. It looks like these are not ready to harvest. I mean, I guess we're going to remove all of these eventually, aren't we? Seems a shame to remove all of them, but there you go. And we can also go under the mountain and have another forester there. That will require a tunnel, though, and I don't remember how expensive tunnels were. So from here, that will be 80 stone for a tunnel. And we have 5. Yeah, I think we're probably best on... yeah, probably just getting some more stone as well. Collect stone. Luckily, we've got a lot of stone around these parts. And it's probably best collecting stone over here as well, because if we get all the stone this side, it means that we can plant more trees. Is that true? I'm not sure. Right, bordered a lot of collections of stone there. So hopefully that'll be fine. Okay. It'd be nice if we got some more workers as well. Evan's been born, so we now have 11. There's 11 children here. I'm guessing building all of these houses like this is gonna prompt that. And oh yeah, all this stone's been ordered. That's fine. Food is going down. What other buildings can we build and should we build? Well, there's different stockpiles. Yeah, the reserve of logs is low. Yes, we're aware. There's a well. Provides water for putting out fires. I don't think the events start to tick over until later on, but I'm not entirely sure. We've got the schoolhouse, we've got a hospital, a town hall, which is actually quite large. It says Palmer's has become a student, so we now have 5 students. Yeah, we've got the town hall, we've got the chapel, again quite large. We've got the graveyard, which I think you just designate. We've got pastures, orchards, crop fields. Jamien's become a student. That's now 6 students. We've got Tailors. You've got a pub. Yeah, there's a tavern. The mine. Would the mine still fit in? I think it does. Yeah, look at that. That mine will just slot in there nicely, won't it? Very nice. That'll be fine. So once we've built this forester lodge, which I'm tempted to build a house over here for them, I'm gonna put as many people on it as I possibly can. But if memory serves, it doesn't really produce a lot of stuff very quickly. It takes, you know, it's not massively impactful. So we'll gather all of the stone, we'll build a tunnel, we'll build another couple of foresters over here. Even if we eventually don't use that, like if we move over here our town, then you know at least we can do something like that. We could probably just build straight across from here. Actually, we don't need a tunnel, but there's a difference between need and desiring a tunnel. There's 2 people now working at the forest lodge. It's now set to cut and plant, so that's fine. We are maxed out on firewood. We're on 316. Why does that number ring a bell? Oh yeah, the bald guy. So we've got another person born. Diamona was born. That's 10 children, 6 students, 15 adults. Definitely a population boom. Definitely a population boom. So I wonder where the people... I wonder where they work. Is that Forester? Yes, Forester. And their home is... Our home's in the centre of town. It's not too far away then. It's about the same distance as that though, so maybe it would be best building a house over here. We'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. Tools, we've got 10 of. We do have 10. but we're going to need more tools eventually. Now, I do think that a forester, it says current season is 6 logs. I'm fairly confident they can find stone and they can find iron. A child named Seriat was born. That's 11 children now. Yeah, I think if we built more houses, it's just going to be even a bigger population boom, and that's probably not what we're aiming for. And Cat Ritz has become a student. That's 7 students. And yeah, it looks like about 20 people can be in the schoolhouse. Okay, that's good to know. And if we didn't do this, we didn't have the schoolhouse early, we would have had these children would have went from children and just stayed in that bracket until adulthood, and then you just get uneducated citizens. And if they're educated, obviously they produce more resources, which is always good. Looks like the orchard's coming on quite nicely. Yield is 0%. I think it's going to take a number of years to get that orchard up and running. So I guess the sooner you do that, the better. Autumn season now. And, oh yes, there you go. We have actually found iron. So I don't think we necessarily need a mine. I don't think we need a mine for the iron to make some basic tools. The replacement tools. When this amount of stored tools gets quite low, then we'll look at potentially getting in some blacksmiths, perhaps. I think so. How are these trees? Hopefully they don't die off. Cherry trees. Harvest, work and cut are the options. If we had a trader, I think you can trade for different seeds and other animals and stuff, so we could go for like poultry, we could cows, you know, and build a pasture. That's a future me problem. It looks like Jacquin or Joaquin has become a labourer. Ah, nice. Can we click on them and see where they are? I think we can cycle. There they are there, and yes, they are educated. Excellent. Well, I'll keep them as a labourer because there's lots of trees to cut down. Actually, no, I won't. No, we're going to go more on the foresters. Like I say, this forester. The more we have, the better. It means they can plant, replant. You know what? Just max it out now. There you go. We still have 1 labourer. A child named Hernando was born. Food is lower than what it was, but it's alright, we're getting there. There's the stone being built. Who's that? Karen's. Age 4. Clothing is fair. Is that a review of their clothing? Or the status of? I think status of. That's actually a bit of concern. We don't have any clothing. Nah. Just going to go around. What's it says for clothing? Clothing ragged. Okay. It looks like before tools we're going to need a tailor. So, where can the tailor go? Well, it can go around here, can't it, really? I like the idea of the town square being here. So maybe should we plan that off, actually? So there's a market. We could place a market around here, couldn't we? Or to place a market here. I think a market there would be nice. Right. Okay. No, here seems a bit better. So place a market around there. So, yeah, the tailor can go elsewhere, I think. I don't really want to build this yet. Don't need to build it just yet. But what I'm noting is that if we were to place it there, we can have the other resources somewhere else. Right, fine. So, we want in resource production, Tailor. I'm going to put it on this side because it's near this stockpile. Although, if we're to do that, I wouldn't be able to get around the back. To potentially have another fisherman. I could do that though. No, I wouldn't even go around that way. Okay. I think I'm just going to place it there then. Like so. Alright, there's the tailor. Realistically, we're not going to get another field around this part. The fields are going to be here and around here. So we're going to sort of hopefully keep that okay for fields. This is where we can have the rest of the town. Let's see if any of that actually works. And, oh. Benelia and Cal become students. 7 students. And child. Oh, we've mentioned the child. Called Hernando is being born. So, requires log, stone, iron, and I know it's going to require tools. We're going to have to probably go for a tool maker as well, a blacksmith. We're going to have to go early on that as well. Okay. How are we doing over here? Yeah, it doesn't produce much, does it? Current season, 30 logs, 6 iron, 2 stone. And that's 4 people working there. It really doesn't seem worth it. But anyway, what about our food from the fish? Oh, wow. Current season, 785 fish and 2 iron. Just fished out the odd bit of iron ore. I mean, fair enough. Could have been a pair of wellies or anything really. Normally if I go fishing it's catching cold and that's about it. Right, anyway. Do we need any more? We don't... firewood is set correctly. Fuel limit is 300. And there is someone assigned to it, so they should be making it. Oh, tools are down to 4. We need tools. It's... Yep, we're just on to that point of the game now. So we need a blacksmith. I'll put a blacksmith there. And a road. I'll just preemptively build road to there. Like I say, it might connect to another fishing dock. So, both of those are set. It means that we can get tools, which will turn... I think it's wood and iron you need. Har Onda has become an adult and is working as a labourer. So... Not that. That's Oreo. There we go. They're working as a labourer. Yes, they are. They will soon become either the tailor or the blacksmith, whichever is completed first. For sure, for sure. Ah, there we go, look. Yep, citizen's tool is broken. So, the priority has to be the blacksmith. Increase priority. That. We've only got 1 builder, but they should get on top of that. And we have the resources to build it, which is... Oh, it's actually going to be most of the iron. But we need to remove the trees, remove some of the logs and all that. And crack on with 32 logs, 55 stone, which we're close to having. I bet we have it, it's just not stored, so it won't be noted down as stored in the stockpile. Iron 32, we've got 58, and yeah, the crack on building it. Okay. Who was that visiting there? Arcade. Arcady? Yeah, the child. Wandering about. How we're doing over here? It's producing, just not at a great rate. And the reserve of stone is low. Yep, yes it is, mainly because it's all been picked up and dumped in the blacksmith there. But we've marked out all of this to be gathered. You can see all of this marked out. And there's other stuff to be... Oh, all of this as well here, I was going to say. And we're maxed out now on firewood. How are we doing for building here? Oh, actually quite well. 57%. I think if you're without tools they can still function, it's just at a massively reduced rate. And who is this person here? This is... Bert. Bert is a forester. Now, I may argue that you don't necessarily need tools for a gatherer. It's be nice, but, you know, pulling roots out and things like that, you can probably do it by hand. Hunting cabin, yeah, I mean, you're probably not going to wrestle a deer, so you probably need a tool. But of all of the professions, chopping down a tree, I don't think you can do it with your bare hands. So yes, I think we need some more tools. How are we doing for that? Yeah, looks like Silverstein, they're also out of tools. Oh, and there's another one as well. We're running out of tools. Right. I'm going to put in... I was going to say another builder, but I don't think I need one because this is getting built. They're going to immediately become a blacksmith. And we'll crack on with stuff. Food is... It's lower than I expected, but I don't know if it's trending down. That's one of the things I can't see at this stage. I think when you build a town hall, you may get a readout, but I don't know if it has bars. Anyway, we're almost finished for the blacksmith. Almost there. So, built, done, one blacksmith. Right, so we can set it to 52 limit. We'll keep it as that. You can build an iron tool, which is logs and iron. That's fine. Or you can build steel, which lasts longer, I think. Log, iron, and coal. We don't have coal at all. So, in order to do that, we need a quarry. No, we need a mine. So we're not going to do that. So we're going to get tools. Good. Right. And who is working there now? Who is the person? Who is the blacksmith? Someone just went over there, and I don't know if that's the labourer. Hang on. Blacksmith. It's Oreo. It's Oreo the blacksmith. Let's see them working, shall we? Nope, let's see them carrying stuff. Sinsent has become a student. And we do need clothing as well. So we need more stone, and we need some iron, and then they need to build it. There we go. Blacksmithing. Oh, I never noticed that before. Well, I might have done, but it's been so long since I played the game. The tools are actually getting placed at the bottom there, so you've got a couple of forks and some, was it a pick or an axe or something? Anyway, yeah, they're making tools. So, we have previously made 8 tools. Iron tools. Brilliant. Well, that's good. It means these guys can be a lot better at their job now. Alright. So, I wonder where the builder is. Picking up resources. Yeah, because they're going to hopefully building this tailor's shop. We need a bit more stone. We need a bit more iron. I'm guessing as well that this person is going to go... Well, going home, but I'm guessing they're going to pick up... Yeah, straight away. Straight to the storage. Get themselves a set of tools. A child named Mine was born. That's just meme territory right there. Right. Okay. Where do we need to focus on? It is just that tailor shop. We've got tools. We're making tools, and we've got probably the amount of iron required at this stage with this level of population just coming from the gatherer's hut. We got 20 iron in the previous season, and we're not using a lot of iron after building these. You know, it took a while to build them. You know, 69, I think it was 30 odd for the blacksmith. After that, it's not a problem. 32 for the blacksmith, yeah. There's also a tavern, which you need a little bit for. But in order to do that, you need fruits. Well, essentially, we'll be making cherry liqueur. Yeah, good grief. Okay. And 6 students as well. Like I said, I do want to maybe build a cross and get in another... I think it might be food, you know, actually, of all things. Gathering fish. See, I can't tell which ways it's trending. 2448 stone. We've got more than enough stone. Yeah, more than enough stone, I think. A child named Philion was born. Tools is up to 24. There's resources getting brought over. Child named Nico was born. Yeah. It's a good job I didn't build any more houses, because potentially going to be a food issue when there's more children and students than adults. It's potentially a bit of an issue. I'm going to indeed put another person on that fishing dock. Do they require tools? They must do. I think most professions require tools in the game. The orchard also, at this stage, is just a drain on resources, really. But, like I say, we're trying to play the long game with education and going with the early orchard. How is the Gatherer's Hut? Gatherer's Hut is, as always, brilliant. Looks like Palmer's has become an adult. Well, guess what? Welcome to the Gatherer's Hut. And, oh, Jamian, welcome to the hunting cabin. Right, okay. That should hopefully solve our food issue. Just finishing off this. Is that our builder? Yes. And Danielle's become a student. Picking up resources. Is that Yetva? Either way, they're gathering resources. Lots of stuff around here. It just means that... oh, they're looking quite nice. What year are we on? We're on autumn. Year 4. Year 4. Blacksmith is definitely doing what they need to do. Food is going up. We do have 66 stored textiles. I know you can get hide. Can you get cotton or wool? Fairly confident you can get wool. Not too sure about cotton though. Where's our stored iron? Oh, look at that. So this is the forester's work. So all of these trees have either been naturally seeded because of the, well, the process of how trees spread. But also, the foresters will plant saplings and then chop down the older trees like that. And while they're on it, they also may find iron and logs. No stone though. I'm guessing it's because I've removed all of the stone. Yeah. What are we up to at the moment? 99 stone. That could potentially put our bridge in then. We're still hovering around that 250 level of food. A bit more iron and then we're ready to go for the tailor. But there's only one builder. Oh no, we have a labourer. Let's put another builder on then. That's Cat Ritz, has become an adult and working as a labourer. Once it's built, I'll probably reduce it back and have at least one person working in the tailor. How are we doing for tools? Oh, iron tools, 66. So we're up to 47 stored, so a little bit extra, and they'll probably stop because the limit is 50. Oh, here we go. So this is all the resources moved over to the tailor, which means it's just effort now. Straight up effort. And there we go. That's also blacksmith has stopped. Not the chopping of wood though, because we've set that at 300 fuel limit. For good or ill. And there's the builders. There's the tailor's shop. I mean, it's right next to the fishery, so you might want to wash the clothes even though they are new. Okay. And with that done, I do think... What would be the next what's the next priority? Well, we need a supply of stone, we need a supply of logs, and iron. And the best way at this stage is probably just having a forester. Okay, there's the tailor. So you can make leather coats, wool coats, or a warm coat, which is leather and wool. We're just going to obviously put hide coats. And I'm going to assign someone to that, which means we've got no labourers, which means I'm going to bring a builder off that. Okay. Let's... Before we finish off, I could build some stone roads, but I think we're just going to go with this for now. I want to go through the mountain. There. To there. Let's see how long that takes with one builder. Yeah, we shall see. But at least we have now the ability to make some sort of clothing. Because it was getting a bit worrying at one point. Average happiness has dropped down, but they're going to require... They have more complex needs as the game goes on. Still hovering around about that 250 level of food, which is... That's fine. I'm happy with that. I don't know whether having a hunter's cabin over here is worth it, because there's still loads of deer, and it's not a highly trafficked area, so it is possible that we could do that. I'll have to see about that one. Here's all of the stone getting brought over to this tunnel, which, to be fair, it's almost done. It's 42% completed. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised, actually. So what? Oh, they're a farmer. Is there just nothing to do at this stage in the farm? I'm guessing not. So at least they're helping out by carrying resources. That's nice to see. We got another labourer there as well. And building is underway for our tunnel. Stone is there, and 1 of 60 for the effort to build. We've got hide coats being made. We have tools being made. We've got food that's going up. We've got this lodge here that's all working. So I do think then, long term, from here, I'm going to build across a little bit, like that. And this is going to be a forester. It's going to be along here, about there. Is that right? There. I think that's correct. Let's just double check. So it's from there. And it goes to there. Alright. And that'll be that almost completed. Which means they don't have to go all the way around. I don't know if that's a good use of resources. But, if nothing else, it looks cool. We now have a tunnel that allows access to the other side. Which means we can start to build the Forester's Lodge, which is going to give us wood, I should say, a steady supply, a replenishing supply of logs and iron, I think. Definitely logs, the iron might dry up, the stone certainly has for that. But I think we are going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Banished. We've got in... Oh. Ah. We now have some cherry trees which are now producing food. We now have some fruit. But we've also got a blacksmith and a tailor. And a lot more population. Good. Okay. Well, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Banished. Next episode, we'll look at building this Forester's Lodge. We may put in another gatherer over here. Haven't yet decided. If we do that with gatherers and even a hunter, we'll probably put housing over there. But I'd like to know what you think. We've also got lots of other buildings to make. We've got things like the tavern. We've got a herbalist. We haven't got a herbalist yet, which is actually a bit of a mission by my part. We should probably have one of those sooner rather than later. Yeah. Actually, I think that's what we'll do. Next episode, I'll I'll place a herbalist. I might even place it over here. I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. Does it say? Providing healing for citizens. You know what? Since this is getting built, right? I think there's a herbalist. Alright. So we've got herbalist and a forester's lodge. I'm hoping that both will work, but we'll see. And yes, we will look at, let's say, getting all those up and running, increasing our population, and progressing on nicely. Hope you have enjoyed it. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.